Alright, I figured out some stuff in between episodes, and we should have that tree branch knocked over momentarily. For a second there, it looked like you could burn yourself by doing the flame move and spinning around in circles. Imagine if the developers actually added that, if Shrek could set himself on fire. Wouldn't quite fit the theme of the movie, though. The game probably wouldn't be rated E for everyone anymore. Be rated N for no one ever. Especially you, Adrian. Okay, so let's take these fat asses and away we go. Maybe? Come on, Shrek hasn't got all day. He's gotta go do Shrek things, whatever that may be. Cooking up stew and screaming at people that barge into his property. Let's keep going. Come on. Keep going. Keep going. You're good. The other kid is not here. And that's a big fat problem. We could go back, or we could just try leading the one kid over there. And maybe seeing if he stays. Yeah, let's try that. And see where this goes. I'm talking as if this wasn't all pre-recorded. Alright, stay. That's a good fat ass. I can't fit through the door. Okay, yeah, he's super hungry for those cookies. Practically giving Shrek a hug there. He thinks he's a giant cookie. I just remembered something horrifying, but you don't need to know about that right now. Good God, my brain is just... It's been a horrible day for me. I messed something up at work and everybody's pissed off now. I can only do so much. Got too much anxiety. Can't function like the normal people do. Everything's a battle. Oh, this is getting too real. We're just here to have fun with Shrek and the fat kids. What happened to that? Everyone's here to just have a good time. I shouldn't be ruining it for them. Come on, no, wrong way. You think they'd just fucking drown themselves if I let them go? Just walk right into the river and then there'd be no way to revive them, and then you'd have to restart your entire save file? Or maybe you'd unlock the secret ending where Shrek goes to jail because his negligence caused the kids to die or something. Wonder what kind of legal system they do have. Well, hold on a second. They did have a jail in Shrek 2. Yeah, they had it was supposed to be like a parody of Cops, where like the knights took him away, and yeah, I remember that. The knights were supposed to be like the police. Alrighty, got more narration. We could do funny voices. With this in my belly, there's not a single door that I can't open. Shrek recalled that Princess Fiona once pointed out to him that there were other... Okay, well, never mind. I only know how to do one voice. It's the elderly Jewish man. Okay, Shrek, let's go open that door. I think those mouths on that mouth type enemy we saw earlier is very creative. Well, it doesn't really quite fit the fairy tale theme, but I don't think anybody's really gonna care. Hell, this game came out almost 20 years ago already. I'm old. That was the wrong way to go. Gotta find the door that looks like an old-timey steering wheel for a ship. Here it be. Okay. There was a puzzle that... The shape of that door reminded me of a puzzle from Resident Evil 4 that I could never quite figure out, but I don't think it was integral to the actually beating the game. Okay, picking up Red Riding Hood's Basket of Doom. He's gotta do his little dance. There's a wine bottle. Little Red Riding Hood shouldn't have a wine bottle. She's like 8 years old. Someone should call the authorities.
Where's the candy?
Alright, now, where is Waldo? Said Shrek.
But most likely the merry men had spread it out all over the woods. Better get going then.
Trying not to talk over the narration. Okay. You see how that basket over there in the gold's kind of clipping into the pile of gold? See if I can get a better view of it. Oh yeah, and that gem there is transparent. I don't know if that's an emulation error or if it actually shows up in the actual GameCube. And yes, it's almost always an emulator on this channel. That shouldn't be too shocking to you at this point. You're not actually playing a legitimate copy of Shrek Extra Large from 2001? Heresy! Heresy! Alright, let's see. It's kind of hard to find the items, but I think I do actually locate them within this episode, so just sit tight. Alrighty, I don't really know where to go. I think the wine bottle's in the trees, so that would be a decent place to start. Oh yeah, and there's that thing, whatever that was. Okay, 1 down, 3 to go. Any ideas, audience? I mean, it's not like you could actually change anything about this. What other Shrek trivia can I use to fill the dead air? I read an interesting factoid online that the amount of time needed to render the Shrek movies, it got significantly higher. It would basically like triple with each new movie that they did. So, because, you know, as the technology would advance, there'd be more things that they'd have to render, like lighting and shadows and improved textures and such. And so with each new movie, the render times would practically triple. And you'd think after, like, Shrek 3, they could probably just keep it the same for Shrek 4. I mean, I don't think audiences are really going to see it for the lighting and such. I mean, I'm sure some fat ass on the internet would make an angry YouTube video about it, complaining how the lighting didn't improve from Shrek 3 to Shrek 4, but the majority of people who actually matter, wouldn't actually care about such a minor detail. I'm sorry if that upsets any of you Shrek fanatics out there who care about the differences in lighting between Shreks 3 and 4. How many people do you think would actually see this video and get upset about the fact that, hey, I caught the chicken, yay! Anyway, since somebody would have to watch this, and since that's already a pretty small pool of people, I can't imagine there being any huge Shrek lighting apologists amidst my already small fan base. Okay, no more stuff back here as far as I can tell. Okay, Shrek's epic journey to find the candy. You know, the storybook mentioned that Shrek and Fiona were already together in this movie, so where does that fit into the Shrek timeline exactly? So you'd think that would be in between movies 1 and 2, because he hadn't met Fiona at the beginning of the first movie, because, you know, just based on first impressions and when this game came out, you would think that this would take place before the movie in terms of the timeline, but perhaps they didn't think about it that much. I mean, why would they? Think anybody's keeping track of the Shrek timeline? Shrek 5 is coming, people, 2019, and it's probably not going to be all that good, as mentioned in the Gen War episode. The flames don't do anything to take out that troll. He is invincible. Give me the candy. I remember once when I was a small child, maybe like 15, but I had a bowl of candy from Halloween. My dad wanted some. He said, "Give me the candy," and I pulled it away, and he said, "Give me the candy, you horse's patoot." And I said, "Yeah, you don't want candy from a horse's patoot." It was quite humorous at the time. Not so much nowadays. Shrek, Shrek, Shrek. Is that something? Yeah, I think it was, and we just ran right past it like an idiot. Foolish me. Maybe I'll find it again later. Just gotta knock out a few of Robin Hood's, people. You know, for a class in high school, I think it was a German class, we had to watch Shrek in German with subtitles, and it was a very unique experience because you start to notice visual details that you wouldn't have noticed before, because you're less focused on the audio portions, and because you don't understand maybe like 60% of it. Anyway, I just find that interesting. Because, you know, when you focus more on the visuals, it certainly gives you a different impression of the movie. Probably the same impression I had maybe when I saw the movie originally when I was like 6 years old. Because back then you wouldn't have understood, or I wouldn't have understood most of the dialogue, being just a wee lad. So, watching it in a foreign language almost took me back to my original perspective of the movie from when I was like 6, and all very interesting, or visually focused and such. Where's that last piece of candy? Maybe it's up here, even though we already looked here. I could just skip ahead, since I've already got the video right here in front of me, but I'm not gonna do that. Maybe I could just give Red Riding Hood an onion instead? Just half an onion? Just here you go! That's not what Shrek sounds like. Fuck me, where is this thing? These worlds are too big. This world is too big. This world is too cold. And this world is just right. Is that something? No, I think that's just a light. 30 seconds to... Here it is, okay. Congratulations, Shrek. You're Student of the Month. You gotta... Okay, and somehow Red Riding Hood could tell that we picked everything up even though she can't see us from this distance. They couldn't hit an elephant from this distance. See if anybody knows what that's from. I'm just a fountain of odd references that I don't explain.